In today's episode about your eyes, we received an email from a reader, Teresa, who was recently diagnosed with age-related vision loss and has a few pressing questions about her deteriorating eyesight. Here's what she said. I am 63 years old, and I was diagnosed with having wet AMD in June 2015. Since that time, I have had 6 Eylea and Avastin injections. They hurt even though numbing drops were used. And I have been suffering with dizziness and vertigo since I started the injections. But the injections did nothing to make the situation better, and just kept my AMD from getting worse, so the doctors tell me. My sight has deteriorated to the state that I have had to give up driving. I used to be able to go out wherever I want to, and now I only can go for grocery trips or to meet my friends when my husband or kids are free to give me a lift. I'm terrified at the thoughts of going blind one day. There is still so much I want to do. Is there a better way to save my vision? Hi, I'm Laura Lindsay, the Chief Nutritionist of Holistic Labs. Like Teresa, many of our readers suffer from age-related vision loss. It's like a mysterious vision loss epidemic suddenly attacking America's seniors. If reading the small print and looking at the menu in dark restaurants are getting tougher every day, if you are having a hard time looking at the incoming traffic at night, if you want to keep your crystal clear, high-definition vision so that you can enjoy the things that really matter in life. And if you too, like Teresa, shudder at the thought of retina injections like Avastin, Lucentis, Eylea, or even surgeries like laser photocoagulation, photodynamic therapy, and pigment cell transplantation, it's absolutely mission critical that you continue watching this episode, as I'll be sharing some breakthrough research and studies for better macular health and dwindling vision. So to start off with, let's talk about the anatomy of your eyes. You see, age-related vision loss, also known as age-related macular degeneration or AMD, is a leading cause of total vision loss in Americans 60 years or older. And it comes in 2 forms, dry and wet macular degeneration. Dry AMD accounts for 90% of all age-related vision loss, but contributes to 10% of total blindness. On the other hand, wet AMD accounts for 10% of AMD, but leads to 90% of total blindness. It's an advanced or evolved form of dry AMD. So what is the root cause of AMD? And how do you prevent dry AMD from advancing into the devastating wet AMD and save your vision? First, while many believe that age and genes do play a certain role in your risk of age-related vision loss, there is another aspect that they do not know. You see, your eyes are made of a few components. When vision loss is concerned, we usually look at the macula and the retina. The macula is about the size of less than 1/4 of an inch in the center of the retina at the back of the eye. When it comes to seeing images, the macula and retina help you to focus on small prints, acute and detailed central vision, and see colors. We use the macula for reading, driving, recognizing faces, watching television, and fine work. So how do you keep your macula in tip-top condition? We need to zoom into the 4 layers that make up the macula. The photoreceptors sit on top of a layer of cells called the retinal pigment epithelium cells, or RPE. Under the layer of RPE cells is a thin lining called the Bruch's membrane. And beneath this membrane is the choroid, a network of blood vessels that provide oxygen and nutrients to the macula. All 4 layers form your macula. So you can think of it as taking the elevator. The nutrients and the oxygen needs to be transported from the ground floor, or choroid, to the membrane, the RPE, and finally to the photoreceptors for you to see. If there are any hiccups or damage in any of the levels, your photoreceptors don't get any of the oxygen and nutrients at all. Now here's the important part that most people are unaware of. Our macula has the highest amount of oxygen in your body despite its tiny size. The tiny photoreceptors use oxygen and nutrients to help convert what your eyes see into electrical signals and send them to your brain. And then your brain processes it into images. Whenever that happens, fatty metabolic byproducts known as drusen is produced. At the same time, your eyes produce another byproduct called reactive oxygen species, or ROS. You may be thinking, can't we just tell our cells not to churn out the byproducts? It's impossible to avoid byproducts. It's as natural as breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. These reactive oxygen species that are released in high concentrations are extremely unstable and cause a chain reaction of destruction to healthy cells. Remember the RPE cells that lie below the photoreceptors? RPE cells acts like an overprotective parent that fusses over the photoreceptors. They have to feed the photoreceptors with nutrients and remove any drusen. The photoreceptors rely on the RPE entirely and cannot survive without the RPE cells. But the problem is when you age, the reactive oxygen species you produce every day accumulates to a point that if you don't reduce their numbers, they attack and destroy your RPE cells. The moment reactive oxygen species damage the RPE cells malfunction and stop removing the drusen. As a result, drusen accumulates behind the photoreceptors and forms what we call the yellow macular poop. As these macular poop builds up, the environment becomes even more toxic to the photoreceptors. More reactive oxygen species are formed, which in turn destroy more RPE cells and forming even more macular poop. That's why eye doctors usually look for drusen as the first sign of age-related vision loss. At this point, because the damaged RPE cells can no longer provide nutrients for the photoreceptors, less light is being processed into images in your eyes. You will experience your central vision blurring or small black blotches appearing in your vision. Over time, your vision deteriorates and you experience a certain degree of vision loss. This is known as the vicious cycle of reactive oxygen species. And this is what happens when you have dry AMD. But it doesn't stop here. Over time, dry AMD progresses into intermediate AMD, when you typically accumulate larger amounts of macular poops. Most people just brushed it off as they usually don't experience any obvious symptoms other than having a little difficulty with close-up vision. In its final stage, intermediate dry AMD can turn into two forms. The first is late dry AMD, when there is a reduction in central vision every day. You may not be totally blind, but a great chunk of your central vision is shaved off, and looking at details and recognizing faces becomes more difficult. The other form is wet AMD, which is aggressive, sudden, and severe, inflicting severe vision loss and even leads to total blindness. It happens when the macular poop accumulates and attracts inflammatory cells to the retina like a magnet. And these cells, along with the RPE, begin releasing growth factors called the VEGF. The VEGF diffuse into the choroid and stimulate the growth of blood vessels. The new blood vessels sprout and erupt and grow into and through the weakened Bruch's membrane to your macula. The abnormal blood vessels are extremely leaky, which allows fluid and blood to seep into the layers of the macula. And when these blood vessels leak and bleed, they damage the delicate nerves that you need to see, scarring and damaging your macula. It's like swinging a huge sledgehammer on your retina, breaking and rupturing your RPE and accelerating the speed of loss of central vision, making daily tasks such as reading, driving, and recognizing faces impossible. Now, as you can see, the underlying root cause of both wet and dry macular degeneration all starts with reactive oxygen species. Eventually, if the root cause is not addressed, all the photoreceptors in your macula will be permanently displaced and damaged. If you reach this stage, there is very little chance of saving your vision. And the truth is, you'll be stuck with a big black blotch in the center of your vision. When this black blotch grows larger, you will lose your vision completely. In the photo shown here, the first represents normal vision, while the second shows the effects of advanced age-related vision loss. I'm sure you don't want to experience that. But before you lose all hope, here's what's causing reactive oxygen species to accumulate in abundance and wreck your macular health. There are three main reasons that cause reactive oxygen species to flourish in your eyes. The first is ultraviolet, or UV rays from the sun. Whenever you look at the sun, even just for a split second, you'll notice when you look away, you will see some black blotches. This is what is known as photobleaching. It is like a normal sunburn in the eye, where the UV rays causes excessive tearing, tissue inflammation, and even pain. All these damage causes reactive oxygen species to form, and the rapid depletion of the ozone layer causes stronger UV rays to penetrate the atmosphere and inflict damage onto our eyes and skin compared to 50 years ago. Even if you are not looking directly at the sun or stay indoors most of the time. You see, the problem is that UV light is able to reflect off different surfaces like sand, snow, your window panes, the pavement, or water, and pierce right into your eyes. So during the day, your eyes will be pretty much exposed to UV light, even if the weather is cloudy or if you're indoors. There is nowhere for you to hide from the harmful UV rays. Now, the second cause of reactive oxygen species is something that hasn't made it to the mainstream news yet, but the danger to your macula is so serious. It's artificial blue light. Blue light is the bluish glow that emits from the sun and gets pumped out from electronic devices that you use every day, like your TV, your tablet, your laptop, your cell phone, and even those fluorescent and energy-saving LED lights. According to a study by Harvard Medical School, high-energy visible, HEV blue lights has been identified for years as the most dangerous light for the retina. After chronic exposure, one can expect to see long-range growth in the number of macular degenerations, glaucomas, and retinal degenerative diseases. And a paper published by the American Macular Degeneration Foundation, or the AMDF, discovered that the blue rays of the spectrum seem to accelerate age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, more than any other rays in the spectrum. I'm sure you spend at least a few hours a day using one or all of these devices. Can you imagine what this vision-destroying reactive oxygen species are doing to your eyes, even if you only watch an hour of TV a day? Exposure to blue light for 1 to 3 hours a day over a period of 9 weeks have been shown to damage up to 40% of your photoreceptors' function. So you see, reactive oxygen species skyrocket your risk of age-related vision loss and inflict direct damage onto your macula and eye tissues. Thirdly, and one of the most important reasons of all, there is a lack of 2 groups of specific nutrients that block and protect your RPE cells and photoreceptors from the reactive oxygen species. The first group is anthocyanins, which is the most powerful group of vision-protective antioxidants known to man. Anthocyanins are also known as the red sunscreen for your eyes. They are in red, blue, or purple pigments which will absorb the light and shield the macula from being damaged. They do this by acting as cannon fodder, sacrificing themselves to be oxidized, and thereby sparing the DNA, protein, and fatty acids in the body that might otherwise be attacked. Of all the limited foods they are found in, the greatest concentration of anthocyanins is found in bilberries, blueberries, and black currant. First, one of the most powerful anthocyanins is cyanidin 3-glucoside, C3G, which is present in abundance in black currant and bilberries. As we age, our ability to see in the dark is impaired. The reason is that a compound in our eyes, called rhodopsin, which absorbs light in our retina, dramatically declines over time. If you have more rhodopsin, you can see faster and better in the dark, and can easily spot color contrast at night and see sharper images. C3G stimulates rhodopsin regeneration so that you can see better in the dark. In a clinical study, a group of aging individuals experienced improvement in their ability to see in darkness after just 30 minutes of taking a concentrated berry extract containing C3G. That is why C3G can reduce the risk of serious injuries like falls among older individuals at night, which accounts for 70% of accidental deaths. In fact, for many AMD patients, one of the first symptoms they usually encountered was that their eyes didn't adapt well from a light to a dark setting, and they had poor vision at night. The second group of anthocyanins comes from bilberry, which is approved for its use as a medicine by the European Medicines Agency, Europe's equivalent of the FDA. In fact, bilberry is one of the most preferred non-prescription drugs in Europe for eye problems. During night bombing missions in the Second World War, eating bilberry jam gave British Royal Air Force pilots razor-sharp night vision, which allowed them to score a victory against their enemies. In fact, the anthocyanin content in bilberry extract was even found in a study to exhibit protective effects by increasing the antioxidant defense mechanism, suppressing the oxidation of fats and inflammatory-causing cells, and preventing the death of retinal cells. Blueberry is the other berry that contains an extraordinary high amount of vision-healing anthocyanins. It contains 9 different anthocyanins. Among the 9, malvidin 3-glucoside, MV3-GLC, and malvidin 3-galactoside, MV3-GAL, are the most abundant and are found to prevent inflammation. Blueberry also contains delphinidin glycosides, which help suppress the formation of reactive oxygen species inside the tear gland tissue and preserve tear secretion. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2012 revealed that anthocyanins in the blueberries protect retinal cells from damage caused by aging, light, and reactive oxygen species. Now you might be thinking, but Laura, I eat a lot of blueberries. Wouldn't that help? Here's the thing. The amount of anthocyanins in one single berry is very little and inconsistent. In many research and studies where they tested different berries from different countries, they found out that there is an inconsistency in terms of the amount of anthocyanins and even C3G in those berries. Hence, even when you eat berries every day, the amount of anthocyanins you consume is too little to make any significant difference to your eyes. You'll need at least 2 to 3 pounds of berries every day to experience any sort of benefits. I know that sounds impractical and very expensive, but after sharing with you the second group of eye nutrients, I'm going to show you how to get around this problem. The second group is called macula carotenoids. which contains lutein, zeaxanthin, and also other carotenoids like saffron and astaxanthin. All of these are known as liquid gold for your eyes. First, lutein and zeaxanthin are yellow-red pigmented nutrients that accumulate in your retina, particularly the macula region, which is located at the back of your eye. They absorb reactive oxygen species attacks like a sponge and protect your eyes from oxidative damage. If you don't have enough lutein and zeaxanthin, your macula pigment will become razor thin, and this allows the blue light and UV rays to go straight into the eye tissues and destroy your retinal cells. So it's really important that you constantly supply lutein and zeaxanthin to your eyes to ensure that your macula doesn't wear out. In fact, more than 70 studies have also confirmed that supplementing your eyes with macular carotenoids protects them against chronic eye damage from reactive oxygen species. And people who followed a diet that is high in macular carotenoids had a 43% lower risk of vision problems. But there's a problem. Lutein and zeaxanthin cannot be found in sufficient concentrations in your normal diet. The good news is that through our research, the richest source of lutein and zeaxanthin can only be found in marigold flowers. Take a look at this chart. The amount of lutein and zeaxanthin isomers in marigold flowers per 100 grams is so much higher compared to other foods. Marigold has 215 times more lutein and 31 times more zeaxanthin as compared to the next highest on the chart, corn. That is why marigold flowers are now the main preferred natural source for lutein and zeaxanthin to heal your macula. The problem is lutein and zeaxanthin are not easily absorbed by your small intestine. Even if you are taking lutein and zeaxanthin supplements, if they are not absorbed by your body, they would not protect your eyes. Besides lutein and zeaxanthin, breakthrough research has revealed that saffron, a prized old world culinary spice that is long revered for its healing properties, contains two of the most powerful carotenoids on Earth, called crocin and quercetin. These specific antioxidants have been shown to fight cell-damaging free radicals to provide unparalleled protective benefits to the macula. In a double-blind placebo-controlled clinical study, researchers gave participants with macular issues 20 milligrams of saffron extract daily and performed tests to measure how well their retinal cells responded to light stimulation. Remarkably, researchers saw dramatically improved retinal function in those who took the saffron. After just 3 months, visual acuity measures on the Snellen chart, the standard optical chart used to assess vision sharpness at a distance, improved by a remarkable 2 lines compared to baseline values. Participants also reported improvements in contrast and color perception, reading ability, vision in low light condition, and overall improvement in quality of life. When your eyes have the nutrients they need, they really can protect, restore, and renew itself. But please, don't rush out and buy the first cheap eye supplement containing the nutrients I mentioned. That would be a mistake. Here's what you really need to look for when upgrading your diet to include a premium eye health supplement. They need to pass these 5 tests. Even if you are using an eye supplement and getting some results, if it doesn't pass all these 5 tests, you might as well be taking sawdust. Just as a warning, the last test is absolutely critical. You can pass all the other tests and still waste your money if it doesn't pass the last test. Test number 1. The anthocyanins in the berries must be standardized. Most companies use cheap and low-quality berries in their supplements. You need to look out for anthocyanins that are standardized by reading the label. The gold standard for anthocyanins is standardized to 1.5% of anthocyanins or more. This is to ensure the consistency, quantity, and quality of anthocyanins in the vision protective berries so that they can make a significant difference to your eyes. Again, read the label to ensure that it indicates standardized to 1.5% of anthocyanins or more. Test number 2. Be sure to check that you are getting the ingredients in their purest form. To receive the most benefits out of the supplements, it should not contain fillers or binders. Many fly-by-night companies use fillers and binders like rice flour, magnesium stearate, titanium dioxide, silicone dioxide, and artificial coloring. You can easily find these ingredients under the Other Ingredients section in their supplement labels. These ingredients will disrupt your body's hormones and may lead to side effects, so it's best to avoid them. Test number 3. No synthetic vitamins are used. Most supplements use cheap synthetic vitamins like vitamin C from ascorbic acid or sodium ascorbate or vitamin E from DL-alpha tocopherol acetate. Synthetic vitamins are manufactured in a lab using very different processes than the all-natural ingredients they mimic. When you take synthetic vitamins, your body must gather all the other components of the full vitamin from your body's tissues in order to utilize it. Synthetic vitamin C and vitamin E are just cheap and low-quality antioxidants that do not have much benefits for your eyes. Test number 4. You want to have the right dosage of lutein and zeaxanthin. Earlier, I mentioned that the eye carotenoids are made up of both lutein and zeaxanthin. Based on studies by Harvard University, the lutein and zeaxanthin needs to be in the ratio of 5:1 for maximum efficacy. But here's the problem. Most fly-by-night companies use as little as 2% of the amount of zeaxanthin you need to get any improvement or eye protection. Each serving should contain 10 milligrams of lutein and 2 milligrams of zeaxanthin. This brings me to the last test for the ideal eye supplement. Test number 5. As mentioned earlier, lutein and zeaxanthin have low bioavailability. It requires a way of bypassing the stomach acids without being destroyed by it. Here's what I mean. The food that you eat goes from your mouth to your stomach, then to your small intestine, and finally to your large intestine. It's all the way in the small intestine that lutein and zeaxanthin are absorbed into your bloodstream to maximize their benefits. This ensures that the two essential eye-saving nutrients enter your blood circulation and can begin to work its magic to protect your macula and retina. But the stomach acid is so strong that if it comes into contact with the anthocyanins and carotenoids, it will destroy them. Here at Holistic Health Labs, we set out to create such an eye formula that meets all these requirements and more. It contains all the anti-inflammatory eye nutrients that I've mentioned earlier, like bilberries, blueberries, C3G from blackcurrant, lutein and zeaxanthin, maquai berry, saffron, and astaxanthin. We use standardized extracts of bilberries and blueberries so that you get the consistent amount of anthocyanins your eyes require. We sourced C3G anthocyanin from blackcurrants to help your eyes see better at night. And most importantly, we included the best lutein and zeaxanthin in the world from LuteMax 2020, which harnesses their own OmniBead technology for better absorption in your gut. This protects the lutein and zeaxanthin nutrients from exposure to oxygen, moisture, and light, ensuring the high concentration and effectiveness of the active ingredients. The beadlet technology also ensures that active compounds of the lutein and zeaxanthin nutrients are released in the body where there is the most effective absorption. On top of that, we included the exact amount of clinical dosage used in studies, 10 milligrams of lutein and 2 milligrams of zeaxanthin. And best of all, zeaxanthin from LuteMax 2020 contains both forms of zeaxanthin, so you will not only get the RR zeaxanthin but also mesozeaxanthin. What's more, we have included maquai berry and astaxanthin from algae. Maquai berry that is standardized to 25% delphinidin-3 5-O-diglucoside has been shown in studies to improve the health of our tear glands, increasing our tear fluid production and significantly reducing eye fatigue, thus alleviating symptoms of dry eyes. Astaxanthin has been found to improve visual acuity, contrast sensitivity, and visual functioning. Lastly, it is in a vegetable capsule form without any harmful fillers and is vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free. This is bar none the most effective eye supplement on the market to date, and we've just shown you why. And this is also why cheaper and lower quality eye supplements end up producing little to no results. Our mission is to develop the most effective solution to provide the necessary nutrients that your eyes require. One that would quickly and effectively supply these eye-saving nutrients through the small blood vessels that your eyes desperately need, to protect the blood vessels in your eyes and replenish your macular pigment, to slow down or prevent you from becoming a victim of age-related vision loss, cataracts, dry eyes, blurry vision, eye inflammation, glaucoma, and long-sightedness. After hundreds of hours of researching, testing, and more than 24 variations, we were able to develop one of our best eye supplements that passes all 5 tests. We call it Vision Alive Max. Here's what some of our customers have to say after taking our best-selling eye supplement. Now keep in mind, these are folks who have used many different brands and have even undergone invasive procedures like eye injections, so they know what's out there.
I'm making this video from a printed script, so that you can see that my vision is really quite good now. I began using Vision Live just over 4 months ago, taking 2 capsules a day. I have age-related macular degeneration in both eyes, dry in my left eye and wet in my right. I have received very expensive injections in my right eye for the past 5 years, which have allowed me to keep my central vision in that eye, for which I am very grateful. Since taking Vision Alive, the frequency of these injections has decreased from every 4 to 6 weeks to now 8 weeks. I have found that with taking Vision Alive, the very wavy lines you get with wet AMD have greatly improved. They're still there, but much reduced. Prior to taking Vision Alive, I could only read printed material with the assistance of a magnifying glass. I am thrilled to report that with Vision Alive, I am now able to read print without the magnifying glass. One more improvement. Prior to taking Vision Alive, when I come into my apartment from the bright light outside into the darker light of the lobby of my building, I could not see the keyhole. I can now see that keyhole. I cannot see myself ever going without Vision Alive and hope that my experience will encourage others to try this product.
I had real watery eyes and nothing seemed to help until I got Vision Alive, and I haven't had any more problems, and it's also good to prevent macular degeneration. I really recommend Vision Alive.
It all started when I wanted new glasses. I was tired of my bifocals and wanted separate distance reading and for driving. When I went, apparently I had a lot of blood vessels behind my left eye, and they were quite concerned. When I went to my regular optometrist, she had given me drops, and then I was to have a follow-up. Well, the drops didn't do a very good job because on my one eye, my vision was not very good. So she wanted me to follow up in a few more weeks after that. Well, I wanted to know why the drops didn't really work for me, and I came across Vision Alive. It made sense, pure vitamins for your eyes. So I figured, what do I got to lose? So I ordered just one bottle. Well, after the 30 days, I had an appointment follow up with my surgeon optometrist, the one who will be doing my cataract in a year. He was shocked to see what had happened to my left eye with all the blood vessels. It had cleared up. There was just a spot. Then he had shown me what it looked like before and the after. I was shocked myself. I was pleasantly surprised, since Vision Alive was the only thing I had added to my diet. 2 weeks later, I had my follow-up with my regular optometrist. She was also shocked. She could not say 100% either if that is what cleared it up. And I was baffled because I've not added anything to my diet, just the Vision Alive tablets. So if you're up for glaucoma, or you have blood vessels in behind your eye really bad like I did, give a month's trial. Just take one bottle and see if it worked for you. All I know, Vision Alive worked for me. Thank you so much, Vision Alive. Oh, and by the way, when I got my new distance glasses, I also had anti-glare on them. I'm not much of a night driver, but when I did have to drive at night, the clarity was much better. I did not have any of the light shining at me, but the clarity was much better. So thank you again, Vision Alive.
Isn't that amazing? It's crazy to think that 10 years ago, even most doctors had no idea what these eye-saving nutrients were or how powerful they were. Vision Alive Max and the results speak for themselves. We receive letters like this every single day from people who have had their eye health transformed by this simple but these powerful nutrients. Now, I'm sure you can see why we will be pricing Vision Alive Max at the higher end of the market. The patented OmniBead technology, the standardization of bilberries and blueberries, the C3G extract from blackcurrant, the inclusion of saffron, which is one of the most expensive spices in the world, and other premium ingredients require a high investment to maintain this standard of quality. But we were concerned about how many people would not be able to afford Vision Alive Max if we priced it at a premium. We want everyone to start Vision Alive Max, and that if everyone just started taking it, not only will they protect their eyes from the reactive oxygen species, their eyes will also be able to receive the proper vision-saving nutrients that support clear and sharp vision, reduce eye inflammation, and improve night vision. More importantly, they get to keep their social lives, driver's licenses, and independence. So we got with our marketing department and came up with a possible solution. Instead of putting it in stores, we decided to go a different route. We decided to deliver directly to you, the consumer, and cut out the middleman. It's the only way we can maintain our stringent quality standards and get you the best vision formula at a price that's affordable. That is why we are very excited to be able to offer Vision Alive Max at just $69.95 for a 1-month supply. That's right, each bottle lasts for an entire month. You can take more if you want, and you can take less if you want. It is completely safe. Imagine one day waking up feeling that your vision is completely transformed. Imagine how your eyesight is now as clear as it was when you were a child, and how every time you read or drive you can decipher the words quickly and easily without squinting. And your vision is, after years or even decades, as sharp as an eagle's. Imagine how you no longer feel like your eyesight is dwindling or getting fuzzier every day. For the first time in a long time, you will be able to see clearly with ease and comfort, and without the need for any medication, surgeries, or injections. How even blurry and declining vision, blotches in the eye, and dry eyes disappear, and your clear vision finally returns. For most of the clients we've worked with, we saw that $69.95 a bottle replaced over $500 a month in medications. So to try Vision Alive Max absolutely risk-free, all you need to do is try one bottle, just 1 month's supply. Use it and see that it is everything we claim it is. Since you're watching this presentation, you have a chance to get it with a special offer right now. This special is just for the next 24 hours and for new customers only, because we want as many people to try Vision Alive Max as possible so they can see the benefits for themselves. We are allowing those who order through this presentation and for the next 24 hours only to try Vision Alive Max for just $39.95. You save $30 a bottle over our regular price. The $39.95 is just a one-time charge. We never do any sort of auto billing or continuous shipping. What you see is what you get. Best of all, you'll be grandfathered in at this price on all future orders you decide to make with us, even if our regular price goes up. That means that no matter how many times you order Vision Alive Max, regardless of how much the price increases in the near future, you will only pay this low price, while others will have to pay the higher price. That's just $1.33 a day to restore your vision and protect it from wearing out. Like back in the good old days when you were able to see clear, sharp images. That's a whole lot cheaper than macular injections, cataract operations, eye drops, or laser eye surgery to revive your tired eyes and failing eyesight. You'll be able to save thousands of dollars on eye prescriptions and procedures you were forced to undergo to reverse or slow down the irreversible eye damage. And let's not forget the lost freedom and independence from worsening eyesight. All these will be a thing of the past. Yet for today, you will be receiving Vision Alive Max together with some extra gifts. Just for watching this presentation, I'd like to give you free of charge this value-added bonus to help you tackle all your vision concerns and reverse eye aging. The first gift you'll be receiving today is UltraVision, your guide to naturally improve your eyesight and restore your vision. I feel it's important to help you truly understand how your eyes work and all the natural ways you can defend your eyes from infection, illness, and various eye diseases. So that is why I'm including my ebook, UltraVision, completely free. With UltraVision, I will show you how the overuse of microwaved, gluten, and pesticide-laden foods has weakened your eyes and made you vulnerable to deadly ocular diseases we are seeing today. How to use food as nature's medicine to save your eyesight. I will also show you how to incorporate what is called a vision therapy, a vision training method and related special exercises to help your eyes develop better alignment. In fact, you will learn the studies that show how to reverse developing issues before they cause irreversible eye damage, and how to remedy existing problems including lazy eyes, cataracts, as well as how to maintain your perfect eyesight as you grow older. I will also explain in simple terms the various mechanisms in your eyes and how they work together to ensure that they will age healthily well into your golden years, and the simple, natural, and holistic ways to preserve your eyes. And that's just the beginning. Normally, this important guide sells for $37. It is yours free when you order Vision Alive Max today. That's right. Just by ordering Vision Alive Max, you will be able to download UltraVision right away. And it's yours to keep even if you decide to return Vision Alive Max. I am on a mission to reverse the deteriorating eyesight people are suffering from due to an ever-declining eye-saving nutrients in the body. By now, I'm sure you can see why Vision Alive Max alone is valued at $39.95. Even without the bonus, it is an incredible value. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have another bonus I'll tell you about in a minute. Just keep watching, as it won't last much longer. Now, when you choose the option below that suits you best, you'll be taken to our secure server, which is encrypted with the latest 256-bit security for your total protection. Simply select the Vision Alive Max package that is right for you. Then you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Just fill in your shipping and payment information, and we'll rush Vision Alive Max to your door. We pride ourselves on customer satisfaction. That's why Vision Alive Max comes with a 30-day, no questions asked, full money-back guarantee. If after taking Vision Alive Max you don't see dramatic improvements to your vision and overall wellness, simply send back the unused portion for a fast and full refund. We feel you should give it at least 1 month to allow Vision Alive Max to work its magic, as some have more repair needed than others. Feel free to use the entire bottle if you want. If you're not satisfied, you can even send us back the empty bottle and we'll still give you a full no questions asked refund. We are that confident you will experience life-changing results. Oh, and before I go, I feel it's important to tell you one more thing. It's important that we talk about the cost of not taking care of your eyes because this is not a problem that fixes itself. If you're diagnosed with AMD, cataracts, glaucoma, or even suffer from poorer and blurred vision years from now, there are only a few options that you are left with to save your vision. Option 1. You can go for laser photocoagulation treatment to treat AMD and diabetic retinopathy, which not only costs thousands of dollars, but it is also highly risky and may result in serious vision loss. Statistics have shown that only 10 to 20% of wet AMD patients benefit from this treatment. Option 2. The second option is injecting anti-angiogenic drugs directly into your eyes. These drugs cause extreme discomfort and redness at the site of the injections. Each injection easily costs $1,000 or more, and it is necessary to go for treatments every month. Option 3. You can do nothing at all. You can continue to live your life. Risk having the UV rays and lack of macular pigments degenerate your eyes, or possibly be at risk for total vision loss and lose your independence forever. Now here's a better way. When you consume 1 capsule of Vision Alive Max every day, your eyes will be nourished and alive again because of the essential anthocyanins and carotenoids that protect your maculas and retinas from harmful UV rays, oxidative stress, and radiation. So click on the link below now to try Vision Alive Max at the special introductory price, totally risk-free. You'll join hundreds of success stories like these.
I was diagnosed with chronic dry eyes about 17 years ago. I've tried many products to try to get relief from the dryness, scratchiness, itchiness. I discovered Vision Alive about 2 months ago when I was Googling a new treatment for dry eyes. I liked what was in the ingredients and I thought I'd give it a try. I ordered 3 bottles. I have taken 2 months of it right now. My eyes are feeling much more hydrated. They're more comfortable. I'm excited about it. I always felt like something taken internally instead of externally would be the answer to reversing the dry eyes, getting more nutrients to the eyes. I'm very excited about Vision Alive and I plan on continuing to use it, and I'm very, very excited about it. Thank you.
Vision Alive. I'm browsing website and I'm looking for some product for my vitamins and situation I find your product. Yes, working very well. Thank you very much.
I've been using Vision Alive for a month and I've noticed a lot more clarity in my vision. My eyes aren't as dry. Colors are more vivid. It really did work in 1 month. I ran out of it now, so I've got to get some more, but I'm definitely going to be buying this on a regular regimen from here on out. Thank you, Vision Alive, and the scientists that made this, because it really is an amazing product so far. I haven't even seen the full benefits, I'm sure. Thanks.
Okay, I've got one more surprise for you. It's only valid if you act today before leaving this page. I'm going to include this super bonus worth $27 absolutely free. It is called Ultra Vision Foods. You'll discover the 15 foods that strengthen the eye's lens, pupil, retina, and macula and help heal and reverse the most common vision ailments. Focusing on the top 15 foods provides a simple plan that you can easily incorporate into your lifestyle. For each food on the list, I will show you each variety you can find, just in case you live in another part of the world where it goes by a different name or is a different strain. I will explain why each food can lead to razor-sharp vision as well as all the other health-producing benefits each food possesses. But most importantly, I will show you how to buy, store, and prepare these power foods. Together with Vision Alive Max and Ultra Vision, you can say goodbye to troubling eye problems and fear of losing your independence for the rest of your life. And that brings your total value to over $130. Yet just by taking action today, Vision Alive Max with all the bonuses is yours for only $39.95. Oh, and before I go, I feel it's important I tell you about one more thing. It's important to talk about the cost of not supporting your vision and prevent eye-related diseases. You see, irreversible eye diseases like age-related macular degeneration, blurred vision, cataracts, dry eyes, and glaucoma are not problems that fix themselves. If you or someone you care about is currently above 40 years old and suffering from a single one of these torturous symptoms of tired, blurry, and deteriorating vision, then chances are you are one of the 65% of Americans who are currently suffering from at least one type of adult vision impairment or age-related eye disease. Unless you are willing to make an immediate drastic change to your lifestyle and diet, your eyesight will only get worse as your body gets older, and your eyes lose its ability to defend itself. Think of it this way. Imagine all of a sudden you decide to swim 20 laps a day but starve yourself at the same time. Your muscles will slowly start to waste away and you won't be able to keep up with the routine. That is what goes on with your eyes when it's overstrained but not supported. Your eyes are the most important out of all of the 5 senses. We comprehend up to 80% of all around us by means of our sight. Your eyes are something you cannot live without and cannot be replaced. Every day, we and the people we care about are surrounded by strong UV light, increasing screen time, and depletion of critical eye nutrients. The only time we get struck with eye problems like cataracts, glaucoma, dry eyes, or tragically when someone suddenly and completely loses the ability to see, it is when your retinas and macula get weak and undernourished long enough for reactive oxygen species attacks to take hold inside the eyes. Unsupported, a blotched vision could begin to affect your life in ways I would never wish upon anyone. The scariest part is that with these eye problems, the damage doesn't happen overnight, and with people going blind from them. When something so simple can be done every day to prevent it, it's vital that you get this handled now before it's too late. Fortunately, there's an easy way to fight back against the effect of harmful UV rays, reactive oxygen species, photo-bleaching, a poor diet, and hectic lifestyle on your eyes. Simply take Vision Alive Max daily. Within just a few days, you'll feel exciting changes in your life. You'll find yourself see sharper and have more refreshed eyes, but with new exciting vigor and moisture. When you no longer strain your eyes when you look far ahead or at small prints, you no longer have annoying floaters or have red, irritated, stinging dry eyes, even if it seems that everyone around you encounters deteriorating eyesight due to aging. Don't be surprised if you end up not needing eyeglasses and macular injections anymore. It's common for people to be free from the eye strains, dimming eyes, or failing sight that they've gotten so used to that they only notice it when it's gone. You will be able to drive confidently and safely back home after catching a late-night movie as every part of your eye, the tiny capillaries, optic nerves, macula, retina, lens, and cornea, are healed from the inside. It's also common for you to have better sleep and sharper memory, as the anthocyanins and carotenoids help reverse aging. I can't tell you exactly when it will happen. It may be a few days or it could take a few weeks, but it certainly will happen. It's something I call the magic moment. The magic moment is when you wake up one day and realize that something is different. Your eyesight feels more powerful. You have clearer, crisp vision with an extra sharpness to the edges of objects. You experience less sensitivity to glare and no longer need to squint. Like a switch inside your eyes was off for a long time and has suddenly been switched on. Then you realize that's the way we humans were supposed to feel all along. It's a feeling you can't really put a price on. Our eyes are our most precious asset. Without it, we can't truly enjoy anything else. Isn't it time to give yourself the gift of a pair of strong, healthy eyes? Provide them with the nutrients they need so that they can serve you for the rest of your life with sharper, clearer, and brighter vision, allowing you to live life on your terms, staying independent even into your 90s? Click the option that suits you below and click on the link now and give Vision Alive Max a try. With this risk-free offer, you have nothing to lose. Again, once you click the option that suits you best, you will be taken to the next page that looks like this. All you need to do is enter your information and finalize your order there. Then, in a few days, you will receive a package in the mail. Then you can begin seeing the world through new eyes. Again, this has been Laura Lindsay, Chief Nutritionist of Holistic Health Labs. Thank you for your time. I really hope you'll take action now and join us. If you're still here, you probably have some questions. The most common ones my clients ask me are, how do I use this product? Simply take one capsule daily after a meal or as directed by your healthcare practitioner. What does it taste like? Is it easy to swallow? This was an issue we heard from many older people who want the incredible benefits of anthocyanins. And yes, because we took the time and expense to find the most potent and concentrated ingredients, we did not need to use large capsules. Even small doses can pack a tremendous punch and be easy to swallow. The capsules will be easy to swallow and still give you the fastest and most dramatic results possible. Is it okay to take this supplement long-term? Yes, absolutely, and that is what is recommended. As mentioned, research suggests that anthocyanin and macular carotenoid supplementation is even more important to your retina and eyes than taking a multivitamin. And because inadequate anthocyanin levels have been linked through research to more than 30 different diseases and health issues, including obesity and weight gain, we truly believe that everyone should be taking an anthocyanins and carotenoid-rich eye supplement daily, ongoing, to continually fight against the retina-damaging UV light that we are constantly exposed to every single day. How will this product be shipped to me and how quickly? We will ship your order directly to your home or office using USPS or UPS or FedEx if you are based in the United States, and you will have it within 3 to 6 business days. Will anything else be sent to me or billed to me after I order? It depends on the package you choose. We have different special promotions for one-time purchases as well as our subscription packages. If you choose our subscription package, you can call or email us to cancel anytime. Is it safe to order online from your website? Absolutely. We use a 256-bit secure ordering server on our website or PayPal, so you are protected the same as if you were ordering from any other trusted websites. How long will the initial low price last? We are unable to guarantee today's pricing beyond today. Once we get enough testimonials and reviews, we will most likely increase the price. What if this product doesn't work for me? Vision Alive Max was created to work. If for any reason at all you are unsatisfied with your Vision Alive Max purchase, just let us know and we will refund even the empty bottle without questions. You're always protected by our industry-best 30-day money-back guarantee. How do I order? You can simply choose the best valued package and click the order button next to it. You'll be taken to our checkout page and enter your credit card details to make the payment. Just fill in your shipping and payment information and we'll rush Vision Alive Max to your door. If you encounter any issues, you can email us at support@visionalivemax.com or call us at 1-312-324-0024. Okay, those are all the frequently asked questions. If you have any more when you start using Vision Alive Max, you have our customer service contact information. We will be happy to answer any question that comes up. So again, if you haven't done so already, place your order right now and start the road to feeling great again. Click on the link now and give Vision Alive Max a try. With this risk-free offer, you have nothing to lose.